my hold on. Yeah, but you get a life. You got a life, man.
Yeah,
All right, we're
I
streaming.
do.
We are definitely streaming. This is Handy Kill Cam, and we are on episode 7 of OG Crunksta's Tubecast, OG Tubecast, and I'm Handy Kill Cam, and this is my co-host.
OG Crunkster, who does not own this tubecast, by the way.
No, and I don't own it either. It's just me and OG doing our thing. We definitely appreciate all you guys that are gonna come watch. Today, okay, so I'm not doing my disclaimer today, and I'm gonna explain why I'm not doing my disclaimer today. Um, and this is not Gamerborn's fault. So I mean, shout out to Gamerborn. I still like that as my sponsor, but I did get my little triple X grips that I'm sponsored by.
Sure,
And they're like little grips that come on your controller. They're supposed to be like control freaks, right?
sure.
And they're supposed to improve your gaming. And
Mm-hmm.
I got mine. First of all, the guy said, "Look, since I'm your first sponsor and blah blah blah, I'm gonna give you buy." He said, "Whatever you buy, I'll double your order." So I bought 3 sets of grips, which come out to $3. So I'm supposed to get 6 pairs. Well, first and foremost, I opened it up. First and foremost, it came in a little envelope, like a little love letter envelope, and it was like wet with rain. Okay, so that was a
Hmm.
mistake. Um, so I was like, well, that's unprofessional. Number one, it's like you mailed it to me, or like I mailed you a letter, or somebody mailed somebody a letter. So I was like, okay. So then I opened it up, and there was only 2 sets of not control freaks, because these are not control freaks. I wish these were control freaks. But there were only 2 sets of the grips. So I messaged the guy,
Hmm.
and I said, "Hey man, you you sent me the wrong like order, like, or you forgot to send me 4. I need 2 more. I mean, I need my 4." And he says, "Well, we can do that for you, but you have to send the two back, and then we can give you all 6." And I'm like, "So wait a minute." And now, mind you, this is a whole other country. The company's in Australia, so I gotta pay for international shipping for your screw up. Not happening. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, I was kind of pissed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so, and then and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, he never responded back to me after that. So, I
Ah.
mean, it is what it is. I mean, charge it to the
We'll see
game.
what happens.
Charge it to the game. And I gotta say, I'm very unhappy with the product. Okay? There's just. It looks like a little finger condom. Really, that's what it really kind of
Uh-oh.
looks like. It's really like. It adds no performance to. Oh. It adds no performance to the controller like itself. Like it's like I just made like a little finger condom and then I put like shoe rubber on the bottom.
Hmm.
That's what it's like. So
Awkward.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like. I'll have to send you a picture of it. But yeah, like so I was pretty unhappy with that. So I will no longer be representing triple X grips. In fact, because of this, I am not. Thank you for the host. Thank you for that host. Much appreciated. I'm changing the title right now. We're not playing Call of Duty. I just realized that. I did all the other stuff, but I didn't do the real important stuff. I thank you for the host. Who was the host? Thank you, Handicap Gaming, for the host, man. Appreciate it. Much love, man. So I will not be giving these away. See, the whole point was to get like 6 of these and then like give 2 away on a giveaway.
Oh.
So you know what I mean? And kind of promote.
Yeah.
kind of promote the
Of
product,
course,
kind of promote the channel, because I'm very thankful for how big the channel's grown in the past couple of days.
for sure.
So like I'm just super excited, but since I don't like the product, I ain't giving the product to nobody else.
Well, it'd be kind of bad business if you gave out samples of something that wasn't good.
Yeah,
So
I just don't feel it. Like it's just not my thing. So what I'm gonna do, and you're eligible for this, and it's gonna be something small, but I mean everybody could use it for the holidays. I'm gonna do a $10 giveaway. Um, so basically on the 22nd at 10 o'clock in the morning, while I'm gaming, I'm gonna do a $10 giveaway for followers on my channel, and I have a thing with my bot. My bot will pick a winner for all those that enter in the giveaway. And if you have a PayPal account, I will personally put the $10 in your PayPal account, and you'll
nice.
have $10. And that's what the game plan is gonna be. So
Okay.
no shout out to Triple X Gaming, but shout out to Gamerborn. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I haven't ordered any products yet from you, so just know if your products suck, I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm just saying.
He'll do it.
I'll do
Don't
it.
tempt him.
Don't tempt me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. but
Exactly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, that's just how it is right now. Like, as far as the whole sponsorship thing, and but this weekend for me was pretty good as far as gaming wise. Um, they still didn't. Well, they came and they looked at my leak and they said that there wasn't really much damage. They really didn't do anything. Um, so that kind of sucked. But I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is. Um, the the we'd been watching the Battle of the Sexes tournament over there in Pooch's channel. The men win
Nice.
again. The men win again.
The men win again.
The men win again, man. Hype though. And I've yet to play because I still don't have a PS4. Still grinding on that.
Get on that.
I'm trying, man. I appreciate all the donations and all the donators. It goes back into you guys, for sure. And hopefully, I can use some of that money to get a PS4. So that's definitely a game planned. Um, let's see what else happened this weekend. Mm, what else happened? Hmm, not really much. Just been grinding on Call of Duty, man. I'm really about to hit that third prestige. I'm starting to actually get better at the game. I'm just getting tired of the updates. There's like updates like every other day for Call of Duty, and they're just trying to fix the
Hmm.
game, which is kind of annoying because it's like a 30-minute update. Sometimes it's like a 40-minute update for other people. So I mean, I don't know. It's annoying. But how was your weekend?
It'll be worth it. I'm sure it'll be worth it at the end of the day. So,
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
it's inconvenient for now, but just give it time. I mean, that's just how it is these days, especially when you're able to play any kind of MMO that's like shooter type. I mean, you got to update it all the time.
Yeah, I wish it was an MMO, but it's not. But it feels like an
Well, I
MMO
meant to
to.
say multiplayer online, more or less, is what I mean. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I knew what you meant. How was
yeah.
your gaming weekend?
It was all right. I mean, as far as gaming's concerned, I mean, on Saturday, I actually posted a few videos on YouTube because I had time. Because the woman had a procedure, so I ended up seeing the guys a little bit later. So I posted some videos, and they ended up doing pretty well in my videos. Because the Hearthstone, I was actually doing good, so that was a good thing to show off to to my fans there. And then I also, I think I didn't really do a whole lot. I think I'd watch like Game Informer show to keep up on the latest in gaming. So shout outs to the Game Informer show.
Awesome.
And then also, basically, I went and did the role playing thing, doing the Pathfinder game once I finally got to leave. And it was actually cool. We had one new member join, which happens to be an old friend of mine. I didn't know he was actually joining us, but an old friend of mine we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh with back in the day ended up joining, and he's actually really good at what he does. He actually really helped us out a lot,
Is
and
it
we just had a
Albert?
lot of fun. No, no, I mean, he plays, but that's not the one. Like Albert's the one that got me in.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's the one that got me started like many years ago. He was one of like, dude, you gotta try this, and I was like, you're actually into this? A big jock star football player in the Dungeons and Dragons, but apparently he is. But anyway,
I mean,
that
nothing
just goes to
surprises me,
show that you
man.
never know.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, like he.
go ahead.
You're gonna say what? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, no, go ahead. My bad. I was gonna say, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, basically, guys, you'd be surprised the kind of people that have these kind of hobbies. I mean, 'cause a lot of people, they see people playing things like Dungeons and Dragons or card games or video games, and they assume, they're just people with, that were like nerds growing up and this and this and this and that. And then you come to find out years later that these are people that were actually popular. These are people who used to play football, people who used to, go to parties and stuff like that. Heck, we even went to parties when we were younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
we weren't just like nerding it up, and we were actually like drinking and doing things we shouldn't have. I'm not gonna go into all the details, but
Yeah, you
we
don't want
had
to get
our
me in
time. We
trouble.
had our party life. Yeah, I'm not gonna get us in trouble here.
um,
But
definitely.
but yeah, I mean, it was cool though. Like, we had a good time.
Definitely. I mean, think about it. We made chess club cool. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We
We made
made,
it. We even had females join. We had women straight up coming in there hanging out with us
and
while we're playing
it,
chess.
it was
That's how
hot
hardcore we
women.
were.
It was hot women.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like run of the mill like weird women. It was like hot women. Like it was
It's like, what are
crazy.
you doing here, kind of women. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah, and it was like the cool hangout. It was really weird.
Hmm.
It was freaking
Oh
awesome
yeah.
though. I just
I wasn't complaining.
oh heck no. I lost in style in chess club. I didn't care losing every time because
Hmm.
it wasn't about winning or losing at that time.
It was
That's
about chilling and having fun.
Yeah, that's funny because I was actually checking out Aaron Regis and Angel Reyes' Facebook earlier today, actually, just to see what they're up to these
Oh
days.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just funny, man. And that's funny that we brought that up. Um, that's cool though, man. That's cool that all that's going good for you, man. Um,
Oh heck yeah. Everything's good, bro.
that's cool, man. Um, what else was I gonna talk about? Speaking of updates, Final Fantasy's getting an update. Apparently it's an update called the Roadmap, and apparently they are changing a little bit of the story because there's parts of the story that is broken, um, and like load scenes and all this stuff, and then they're bringing customization to the characters because I guess people are complaining that you can't customize your character, um, which in hindsight, I mean, that's cool. But in reality, to a die-hard Final Fantasy fan, we've never had custom characters. Like,
Yeah, we've never really cared. Like, this isn't WWE SmackDown. Like, there's no creative profile where you're like, changing, the clothes they're wearing and this and this and this and that. This isn't that type of game, people. Like, if you're really complaining that you can't customize your hero, even though you've never really been able to do it in the past anyway, like, come on now. I mean,
yeah,
okay, I'll put it to you this way: if you're that obsessed with changing your costumes, play Final Fantasy X too and just do the dual dress for your thing because they're always changing their outfit every time they switch something. So if you want to change your clothes, play that game. Otherwise, just chill and have fun. Like, come on
yeah,
now.
yeah. I'm kind of disappointed about what. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I mean, and then they were complaining about like load times. So they're fixing the load times, and then they're adding a new playable character because why they're adding the playable character, I don't know. But I guess people wanted that person to be a playable character. So this is before the expansions that me and you talked about, the multiplayer expansions and all the others, before the six expansions. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think it's stupid. I think that people should just play the game the way that it was meant to be played. But people are saying that it would in some areas, even though it took how long to make, 12 years to make, that it was rushed.
10.
10 years to make, it was rushed in certain areas. I don't care what people say. That game is freaking awesome, dude. That game is beautiful, and I think we just need to quit being little nitpicking, whining little bitches. Just to be honest, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot of times in gaming, like people just complain about everything.
Oh, I know,
It's like the
dude.
grass is not green enough. I cannot enjoy the Madden experience if my grass is not pristine. Like, come on, people, get off your high horse and just play the damn game. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah. You remember? You remember? All right. What Madden was that, dude? And it was like when me and you were still playing Madden like crazy, and they were like,
Yes, it was stupid. They were literally hyping the grass in Madden. That was the highlight of the game.
yeah,
They were like, "This is going to be revolutionary for Madden," and they were hyping it up just to talk about the grass. Not
they
even joking. They
they were,
were bragging about
yeah,
how awesome the grass was, how it moves so swiftly, and the markings and all kinds. I'm like, really? We're talking about grass?
yeah.
Really?
Really?
That's how bad we've gotten lately. It's
It,
it's just stupid.
it moves with the wind, Dwight. It moves with the wind, though. That's
Of
worth
course it
that's
does.
worth $60 right there to move with the wind. People are
Oh yeah,
paying.
absolutely.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. I think that's when me and you stopped playing Madden. To be honest, like we
Yeah, it's
stopped
about
buying.
that time frame. Like that just turned me off. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this crap. Like if this is the best you got, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still play Madden, but I'm not gonna go out and spend $60 for Madden. Um, I just won't do it. Um,
It's not
and,
worth it.
no, it's not. And then okay, so then we got Destiny updates. For those that don't know what Destiny is an MMO, kind of also first-person shooter. Um, they say it's an MMO, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not an MMO. It's not massive. You can only have 16 people in a lobby. That's not massive. Um, Massive is like having 300 to 400 people in a lobby and having all this extra stuff and to be able to trade and barter and communicate and have all these different things. Really, all this reminds me of is a different way of playing GTA, except there's no vehicles or nothing like that. But it's a first person shooter and it's an adventure game. It's a fun game, it's a cool game. I had the game for the 360. I will not buy the game for the Xbox One or the PS4 when I get it, unless people really want me to play with them. Because simply that game is simply a cash cow. Basically, Dwight, I could pretty much instead of grinding the game, I could say, you know what? I'm gonna go spend $40 and I'll go buy a max character. The game will give you a max character.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's poor on their part, and you pretty much just. I mean, you just keep putting money to the game. Now, mind you, if you got the money to do it and you love the game, more power to you. I'm not knocking you. That's what you want to do, but I'm telling you, Handy's not doing that. But on the hindsight, Destiny does have a winter update out with some weapons and some cool game modes and things coming out. So be sure to check that out. Also, GTA has a new update coming out and it's already out. They have it to where it's pretty much you know um, what you call it, foreign vehicle updates and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have new apartments, new missions. Pretty much it's gonna be the same thing. Um, but I don't know. I haven't done the update yet. GTA is not my main game, and those updates are always so long. So I haven't checked it out yet, but it looks pretty cool. Also, go ahead. You got something to say?
Oh no, you were good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Call of Duty Remastered, which was the Call of Duty that was made 10 years ago, is getting an update, and they're adding new weapons and new melee weapons and new stuff to the game, which is really weird, um, because it wasn't in the game to begin with. Um, that game wasn't even had any of those kind of concepts, so it's kind of weird to bring supply drops to that game, considering supply drops wasn't in that game 10 years ago. And now all the new weapons, all the new weapon skins, I should say, and all the new melee weapons, they don't do anything to the game. Um, what you call it? Like they don't make you stronger. They don't make you weaker. They don't make you a better killer. They don't. All it is for cosmetics. So, I mean, I guess if you're into that thing, that's cool. Me, I'm not into that thing. I don't even play Call of Duty Remastered right now, just because that game's 10 years old. I played it 10 years ago. I'm good. Um,
Yeah.
you know, unless it's like a bunch of friends and me playing. Um, but I don't know. It's like the season of updating right now. Christmas has been like the season of the updates. So it's pretty
It's
nuts.
all about them updates.
All about them updates. Another crazy story I want to talk about, and I'm pretty sure you got something to say about this. In I believe I can't think of the country now, but in another country, um, you can check all this stuff out on the No YouTube channel. This is where I get most of my stuff from, on top of Game Informer. But the No, I really like the No. I don't know why. It's just they talk about stuff that's appealing to me. Um, they uh they reported that a gaming, or not a gaming, but a country is starting to punish hackers that are writing scripts for games, for like PC games that are like in like, I guess you would say like computer cafes, but
Okay.
they call them like bombs or bongs or something in that country. So pretty much, if you're caught cheating writing script for games like Overwatch, Call of Duty, I'm just throwing Call of Duty in there, but they actually mentioned Overwatch. If you actually um, write script, or you're actually caught cheating, you are charged with a $40,000 fine and 5 years in prison.
Oh wow.
5 years in prison. Um,
That's right, cheaters.
that's
He's
right,
gonna
cheaters.
get you.
It's about to you about to get that pay time. Now, I'm all for it. I think it's cool. Now, hey boobies, welcome. I'm glad you made it. Um, Boobies is here. OG, Boobies is here. Boobies have
That's
entered
a
the
good
room.
thing. We are
Hey,
always welcome.
Boobies.
Always welcome.
um,
But go on.
but yeah, I just had to do that. 'Cause boobs are distracting. That's what they're supposed to do. Uh, so basically, what it is that I agree with it to an extent, but I only agree with it if they should do this if they are in what you call it, like um a tournament. Like, it should only happen during tournaments. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Well,
I don't think it should
I
happen
don't
like
know if it's
in lobbies, like just regular lobbies.
as far as like cracking down on people that are cheating more or less.
Yeah, like say for instance, like if I just walk in there and I freaking write a code, and then whatever, or do whatever. Like if I'm just like in a random lobby, I don't think I should. I mean, I'm saying cheating is bad, but I'm just saying that's a pretty big deal for just like chilling in a lobby. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, I'm okay with like the maximum punishment for cheaters because even when you're playing games that are not tournament related, it just ruins the game when the person's able to just kind of hack and do whatever they want. That's part of why I quit playing Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 back in the day. Because at first, it was fun. People were just playing the game. It was fun and competitive. When people started doing hacks and being able to build super fast and just kill you like within 5 minutes, that was a bunch of crap, and I didn't like that. You know what I mean? It kind of ruins the game for me when you're literally being hacked. So yeah, I say give them the maximum punishment, whether it's tournament or not. Like get them.
Yeah.
You
See,
know.
and I knew we would be divided on this, and that's why I brought it up. And it's a good topic to talk about. Um, you know, and this is why I stay away from PC games. You know what I mean? Because you can't write script for Xbox games and for console games. I mean, you can, but it's a lot harder. Like, I can't just have a program running in the background and just do all kinds of crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say now that consoles these days are more like computers, that's actually more likely to happen nowadays. Like back in the old days with like N64, PlayStation, and even PS2, yeah, you weren't going to see that. But with anything like PS3 and up or Xbox and up and all that stuff, I mean, I mean, these consoles are literally computers. Like some people use their PS4s just to like stream YouTube or stream Twitch or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they don't even play games anymore. They use it for other computer media type devices.
Oh yeah,
And so, if you can use it as a computer, you can also hack as a computer.
yeah, and I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm saying it's a lot harder. It's a PC is a lot easier to run the programs, but the on the consoles it's a lot harder. Not saying it can't be done, but it's a lot
Yeah.
harder. It's a lot harder. Um, I hope you're having a good day today, boobies, and you too, handicap gaming. Sorry I dissed your game Destiny, bro. I just had to keep it real, man. Um, um, he plays Destiny a lot. He actually puts a lot of money into Destiny, like a lot.
Okay. I actually have a friend who's played a lot of Destiny too, and he has nothing but good things to say about it. I've never played it myself, but I respect it for what I've been told about it. And I've seen a little bit of it, but I haven't seen enough of it to formulate an opinion yet.
Can't believe. What did you say? I can't believe I have already. Oh, yeah, I know, right? I thought I was following him too already, and I just found out the other day that I wasn't. So, but yeah, shout outs to Handicap Gaming. Yeah, I mean it's a good game. I like it. I just don't like the fact that it's like you have to put a like you could just put a you can take the grind away from it, I guess. Like I can understand like supply drops and stuff like that, and to get weapons, but to like completely like say, well, I'm gonna spend $30 to get a max character. Now that's cool. Like I guess I can understand if it was like worth more, like if it was like worth like $100. You know what I'm saying? Like $100 gets you to a level 99 or whatever. Not saying that that's the
Mm.
max because it's not really the max. The max level is like 30, and then you get like, it's kind of like what you call it? You know the Seven Nights, right? You know how the max is
Hmm.
like a 40. What is it? It's 40, right?
The max is 40, yeah.
Right. The max is 40, and then like you could do other stuff to become like a level 60,
Well,
right?
you can't. Okay, no. Okay, let me kind of put it into
Yeah.
perspective. When you're normally leveling, just normally, your max is 30. However, you can transcend your characters to up to 40 by doing special things. And then they've recently made some updates where you can do even better things, but that's a different topic that I've already put on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out some of the new Seven Nights, updates, I've been posting them on YouTube, and I already have the latest and greatest of what's going down.
I
So
need to
just
check
check
that
it out
out.
at OG Crunch.
Yeah. I need to check
But
that out. I need to check
but
that
yeah,
out.
I mean, I see what you're saying, and honestly, I don't agree with being able to buy a max character. I think it's okay to make purchases to and make the grind faster,
Right.
but to just straight up have it to me kind of ruins the whole like grind of the game.
Right.
I mean, and not that I can't understand, I understand the opposition. They say, well, we've been playing for so long. There's so many things that we've been leveling and doing. It gets tedious after a while. That makes sense, and that is true. But you know, even with the games that I play, like Hearthstone and not Hearthstone, but Hero Stars and Seven Nights, there's a ton of characters that can be leveled, but I don't mind doing it.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
I
And then there's always certain characters you don't necessarily need to level. You know
right.
what I mean? So, I would rather not be able to say, "Here's $50, boom." My character's max. Like, I'll pay $10 to get certain things that help me make my grind faster, but that's about the most that I would do.
Right. 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 And that's really the only thing that bothers me about Destiny. And really, and then like like really, other than that, it's a really good game. I just to me, I would want to put time into the game, and I'd rather put time into Call of Duty than put time into Destiny. So that's just my opinion on Destiny. Um,
So basically, you're not saying that it's a bad game. We just have other game that you're currently focused on.
I just don't like the way they promote their price payout. I guess the way they say it. Their there's a word for it and I can't think of it.
Rewards.
They're microtransactions. There you go. I just don't like
Okay.
I don't like their I'm not saying microtransactions are bad. I just don't like their microtransaction table. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I understand microtransactions have to happen. It's okay, boobies, that it took you a while. It took us a while too, actually. We weren't on time either, so it's okay.
That's my fault, by the way, guys. I was actually awake on time, but I have other things. I have chores in the morning that I do, and they're on the apartment, so I had to get that done before I get distracted mid video,
Yeah, no,
mid
definitely,
cast, I should say.
definitely. And then what is so I mean, and like I said, I understand microtransactions have to happen. I just don't like their layout of microtransactions. Um, so it's all good. Um, oh yeah, okay. That question was to boobies, not to me. Okay, but other than that, let's see, what else did I needed to talk about?
Also, I did want to bring up one other thing too, and it's
Okay,
just a small thing.
okay, go ahead.
Because I did watch Game Informer's review of Final Fantasy 15, and they gave it an 8.5, which is not a terrible score.
Right.
And I'm not saying that the game should be a 10 or anything, because
I say it should be a
I, I, under,
9.
I understand some of the flaws
Uh huh.
that it does have. So remember you were talking about the complaint about how the vehicle drives and everything like that, and I pretty much said it's okay because for story building and things like that.
Right.
Well, apparently, it turns out that they didn't completely incorporate the storytelling into the car ride, so it's actually become a boring drive. I mean, not to say it makes the game bad, but it kind of helps your argument more than mine. I mean, the only thing that they have that's decent is the fact that you can play like classic Final Fantasy music, in the vehicle as you're driving. So that's pretty cool. But the problem is you have sometimes like a good 5 minutes worth of
Driving.
cruising, and there's no like story dialogue going into it, and that kind of makes that kind of bad. So I can understand that complaint a little more now.
Wow.
Um, and apparently they screwed up in making the game. Apparently, there was I'm not sure if it's part of the side quest or part of the main story, but they mentioned that, and they didn't go into details because they didn't want to, give any spoilers. But they did something in the storyline that forces you to backtrack in order to complete a certain story plot.
Oh yeah,
And
15,
like
right? Chapter 15 was it?
in they didn't say what chapter. Like I said, they were trying not to spoil anything,
Okay.
so they didn't go into any specifics. But yeah, they said that at a certain point late in the game, it kind of said, "Whoops, we forgot to make this work, so we're gonna make you backtrack to get this done, and then go back to the regular questing or whatever."
I
So
think that's what they fixed in the update. I think that's what they were talking about in the update. They were talking about something
okay,
like
so
that.
that might have been what that is. Okay, so
Yeah.
so other than that, they said that the game was really good. The combat's not as complicated as they thought it would be. I mean, don't get me wrong; it still takes some effort, but
Right.
they said that the story is great. That everything is pretty good. They just have some small things here and there that didn't really make sense or doesn't really do anything for the game. So they gave it an 8.5, and I agree with it.
Right. And excuse me if OG sounds a little slow. He's not slow. It's his T-Mobile service. So shout us out to T-Mobile. They need to fix their service. I'm
And
just.
it's either T-Mobile or it's Spectrum, one of the two, because I'm also on Wi-Fi,
Oh, okay.
so
Oh,
my Wi-Fi could be screwing up too.
I'm on Spectrum 2 right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we're both Spectrum screwed. Um.
Oh yeah.
But definitely. What was it? Was another thing I wanted to talk about. Um. But why I figured that out, why I come to conclusions of what I was gonna say, was that speaking of media, using our Xboxes and our PS4s as medias, I've come across a little fun little tool called Kodi. I don't know if you've heard of Kodi or know what Kodi is. Do you know what Kodi is,
No.
OG? Okay, basically, Kodi is a little. You can download it on any Android device, whether it be your phone. Actually, any device. You can download it on your computer. You can download it on your iPhone. You can download it on your anything. I have mine on my phone. Okay. Basically, Kodi is a little media server, right? It's an open media server, open software media server. Basically, whatever media you put in it will go on to anywhere you want to beam it to, right? Well, the beautiful thing about it is that they have add-ons, right? Well, you have these people that have these add-ons that have made these third-party add-ons that you put in the URL, you download it, and you're able to watch. You're able to okay, so pretty much I'm able to watch any movie that I want to watch right now, whether it's in the theaters, whether it's not in the theaters. I can watch WWE Network right now. I can watch um UFC. I can watch all the UFC pay-per-views, all the UFCs, anything I want to watch. And guess how much I watch it for?
How much?
Free.
Yep.
Yep, free, free,
Wow.
free. And I figured out the way to beam it to my Xbox, so I'm not watching it on my phone. I'm watching it on my TV, quietly in my home. Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm able to watch. I'm going to be watching the Royal Rumble for free. Um, on the 20.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I will have to. If you're interested, I will show you how to do it, or I will do it for you. It's a little complicated, but not too complicated. Once you get the gist of it, it's not hard. Now you're gonna say, "Well, Handy, isn't this illegal?" Well, in some cases, yes. In some cases, no. You're not actually downloading the program. You're just actually, well, you're downloading the program. The program itself is not illegal. It's the third-party apps that are illegal, but you're not downloading the the content to your phone. You're just basically you're watching a stream pretty much on a server
Okay.
and you could just control it. So pretty much like say for instance the WrestleMania or whatever, it's a URL link and because pretty much all that stuff, okay, pretty much like the WWE network, all that stuff works on URLs. So pretty much what this does is it grabs all the URLs and gives them to you in one place. And you can just click on it and watch it. Pretty much.
Oh,
It's pretty
okay.
interesting. It's really interesting and I I I downloaded Kodi once before, but I never YouTubed it, so I never used it to its full potential.
Okay.
So once I was like, oh, this is crap. I can't do nothing with it. But then I downloaded it again because my brother-in-law, right, paid $300 for the Dragon Box, which is exactly the same thing. Just the Dragon Box is a build. Like basically, what a build is like you can pretty much like make your own like thing of like what programs you want on it, what shows, like what servers you want on it, like what kind of movies, all kinds of stuff. Like if you want like UFC, all kinds of stuff, right? So basically, you make it all into that, and then once you do that, you can sell it. Well, that's what people are doing. They're making their own builds and they're selling them. And I was trying to tell my brother-in-law that I was like, bro, you just got ripped off, right? Because you know, I'm pretty sure you could do this for free. He's like, no, no, you gotta buy the box and all this good stuff, right? Well, he spent $300 for this now build. So pretty much, I got everything that he has plus more for free, pretty much. So,
Nice.
and I was able to do it on my phone. So mine is completely mobile, and I'm able to beam it to anything that has like cast capabilities. So I could beam it to your TV if I wanted, or your
That's
PS4.
cool.
Yeah, so I've been freaking watching movies all day, or not all day, but when I'm not streaming. Welcome Fire Team, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Um, so that was pretty cool, and but if you're interested, OG, because I know you're more computer based when it comes to TV, I will definitely hook you up, my friend. Is
Okay, that might be something I might be interested in. So we'll talk about that later. That's a good idea.
yeah, it doesn't take a lot of memory on your phone either, so that's good. I mean, or whatever you want to
Okay.
put it on. And let's see. The other gaming thing was that I can't believe I can't remember it now. Oh, it was about the laws, right? The laws. Apparently, Oh, no, 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 no. I already said that. So here's something to get y'all on the Christmas holidays. Um, this guy at Best Buy, this kid, would go into Best Buy every day, right? For like, I think they said like a year or something like that. And he would go in and and all systems, of all systems, he would go in. This kid would go in and play the Wii U every day, every day, because
Hmm.
he had no other way of playing a Wii U. And he wanted a Wii U bad, really, really bad. So
Okay.
during the holidays, which is very surprising that this Best Buy still has Wii U. I'm kind of surprised. But anyways, um, during the holidays, which is now, the kid was there playing this Wii U, and the people of Best Buy came up to him. And they all pitched in and they bought him a Wii U. They said, "Look, man, we know you come here every day to play the Wii U. Now you don't gotta come home, or now you don't have to come here every day to play the Wii U. Now you can play it at your own house." That's freaking awesome. That's freaking cool. I wish people were more kind like that and more generous like that during throughout the whole year instead of just Christmas. But I thought that was pretty cool, man. I don't know what you think. OG, you there? I think we lost OG. I think his phone died. OG, you there? Yeah, we've lost OG. He is not with us right now. Speaking of the internet, we are having technical difficulties. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really awesome that Best Buy did that. I think that's really cool of them. Um, I think, you know, everybody should do that. I'm a kind person like that in general. Like if I have it and I know someone else is in need, I'm gonna give it. Not expecting anything in return. I was always taught that if you loan somebody something, don't expect it back. Is if you have it to give, you shouldn't be mad to get it back. So that's just always what I was taught. And then another crazy story that since we're talking about holidays, um this pastor decided to go into a mall and tell all the kids that Santa Claus isn't real. That's crazy. Um I am a believer in God. I do believe in God. I'm a strong believer in God. I'm not perfect, but I do think that's disrespectful for any person, any man or any woman of God, any person of I mean, not godly jurisdiction, but like any pastoral, any ministerial, for to come up to any kid and tell them that Santa Claus isn't real, because that's like any other person of any religion telling them that they shouldn't believe in God. Nobody should come and try to change what people believe in. If it's something you believe in it. And if it's something you believe in, um, that's what you believe in, and you should leave it at that. If it changes, then that should be on their own. It shouldn't be a debate, and you shouldn't go, and you shouldn't be causing drama, and you shouldn't be causing all this craziness, especially in kids, because kids' hearts is like what is like kids' hearts, kids' minds are magic, man. Like they're like their imagination is amazing. My daughter, she could be in her room and she can have a full conversation with herself and like come in and just like have the greatest time. And it's just an imagination. So yeah, I just thought that was like the most craziest thing in the world. Like seriously, pretty freaking nuts. Oh, good, the chat's working in the stream. That's good. So it was pretty nuts. I don't know if OG's coming back. Fire team, what do you got to say? I need to wake up. I'm so tired. I was at a restaurant, Christine. I saw a lady crying, and eating through. She was going through a divorce, so I felt really bad. So I paid for her meal. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's you like you just ministered to that girl's soul. Like you realize that, Fire Team? Like you minister to her soul. Like because it's like I'm a spiritual person, so it's like that person's been crying out, been talking, and been freaking out, been wondering like if anybody can hear what she's going through, not necessarily physically, but just like she's just like when is the bad stuff gonna stop, and like you just like you blessed her, like that's amazing, and like
That's a
that's
good thing.
oh wow, you're back, that's awesome, thank you Jesus. Okay, so you're back
Yeah,
already.
I had a bit of a. I don't know if it. So first and foremost, apparently I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. I was on my awesome unlimited 4G from T-Mobile, and
Go T-Mobile.
it, yes, I got the boot, DOS boot. So I
DOS
had to
boot.
more or less reboot, turn my Wi-Fi on, and reconnect, and now I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. So you heard the whole conversation then? No? Yes?
I didn't hear a thing.
Oh.
I heard you. I heard
Oh. Yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
the beginning of we talking about the story about somebody who went somewhere every. Yes, when I lost you.
Okay. Okay. So
But I'm sure it was a good story.
we'll retell the story if you don't mind, guys. Um. Basically, this
You
guy.
don't really have to.
Okay. Yeah. You're still lagging like crazy. You need to go throw that phone in their face and be like, "Screw you, T-Mobile." I'm just kidding. Um.
Yeah, right.
But let's see. Hold on. If I yeah, like that was amazing, Fire Team. Like you just like you ministered to her soul. Like that was a good thing. Um, definitely. Me and my wife, we've done that before. Me and my wife, we walked into this Mexican restaurant. Me and my wife always eat Mexican food, whether it's homemade or Mexican restaurant. And we walked in, and I looked at this guy, and like something told me, like you need to pay for this dude's meal. And I'm like arguing, with what I believe. I'm not arguing with what I believe in, but what I believe in God. So I'm like talking with God. I'm like, God, are you for real? Like, you really want me to pay for this dude meal? Like, I don't know him like that. And he said, you better do it. And I said, okay. So I went to go do it, and like, apparently, like this dude like comes in every day, and he's homeless, and like, you know, and like he's like trying to get a meal. And like the clerk and everybody like all thanked me and stuff, and I was like, they're like, how did you know? And I'm like, I was just being obedient, listening to what my conscience was telling me to do was to pay this for this dude's meal, and it was freaking crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's a good thing to do that, and I just wish people would do it more out of the year than just Christmas. A lot of people feel like, oh, we got to do it in the Christmas spirit. No, it's more than just the Christmas spirit. We got to be able to do that on not the daily, but do it when you feel the need to do it, the urge to do it. Don't feel like you do it to do it because you have to do it because someone's making you do it. Do it because you feel the need to do it. And I thought that was a pretty amazing story with the people from Best Buy, because they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to give that kid that Wii U. You know what I mean? But that made that kid's day. And that was pretty freaking awesome.
It is awesome.
I need to go up there and play a PS4 every day for a year. I'm just kidding.
The
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
new scam: how to get a new PS4.
How to get a PS4 from Best Buy for free? No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there was some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Oh, I remember now. Did you know that originally not Mario, Nintendo was going to make Minecraft? Like they had the idea way before Microsoft even like probably like back when the Nintendo 64 was out, OG. They were in the market or in the idea of making a game like Minecraft. But that guy, the guy with the big Chinese name, he just didn't like it.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yes, there you go. He didn't like it. He didn't like the way that it was, the graphics were and all this. He just wasn't feeling it. So they didn't do it, and now Microsoft or the original company that made Minecraft, not Microsoft. Microsoft now owns um what you call it. They own Minecraft now, but the original makers of Minecraft, they're making a killing off Minecraft. I'm not a fan of Minecraft, but it's an awesome game. It makes a killing. Uh, to me, it looks boring, but it's an awesome game.
You have to be into it. I mean, it's just one of those things. 'Cause and then I'm not going to say that I blame Mr. Miyamoto for not jumping on the bandwagon because he probably thought the same thing we did. It's like this isn't going to go anywhere. And when it finally blew up, it's like oh well. I mean, we're not perfect. We don't know what's going to do well and what's not going to do well. I mean, even the biggest company people make mistakes too. We're missing an opportunity. That's just how it rolls when it comes to business.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I
And
mean, he was pretty successful in his lifetime, so I wouldn't really, make it that big a deal.
no, I wouldn't. I just thought it was crazy, man. I was like,
It
really?
is kind of interesting, though. I'll say that much. It is an interesting little piece of history.
Yeah, I learned that today while I was watching the No. I'm telling you guys, if you want backup to what I'm talking about, go watch the No on YouTube. Shouts out to the No. Another thing that I learned from the No this morning, because I sometimes I cram like a finals before an episode. uh,
Okay.
um, Xbox is gonna make it to where they if you have your PC and you have your virtual reality and you have your Xbox, you're gonna be able to play your Xbox through your virtual headset. So pretty much, but now mind you, it doesn't make any graphical change to the game. All it does is it puts you in a virtual reality environment around you, and then puts a big TV screen in front of you, and you can play your game. So basically, what that means is it just makes you either in a nicer apartment or whatever setting you have. Now, you're going to say, well, Handy, why is this amazing? Why is this cool? For two reasons. Oh, no, for only one reason, and one reason only is this cool. Say if somebody, say for instance, my daughter's watching, um, like cartoons or something, and I want to play Call of Duty, and I want to play Call of Duty on a 60-inch screen TV, and I want to, kick some butt. Well, now I'm able to do that by doing what they're talking about, and it puts a 60-inch TV on my face pretty much, and I can play Call of Duty.
Okay.
I can play Call of Duty. Now, again, you have to have virtual reality capable computer. So that's a lot of money, and again, guys, I just see virtual reality as a fad. I don't see it as a game changer right now. I just don't, because it's just more of a gimmick. Like I just don't see the need for it. But I think it's a cool idea if like you need, like for the Xbox, like for this, because you can even play your 360 games on it. Not that anybody plays 360 anymore, but
I think VR is, like you said, a good idea. It's just not massively available to the public because of the prices. But I think there's a lot of people that are just not willing to spend what it costs to have all the equipment to make it happen. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's good for certain types of games. As a matter of fact, since you did bring it up, I was watching a review on Resident Evil 7, if I'm not mistaken, that just came out.
yes.
And they were talking about how you can play it on both console and VR.
Mhm.
And, I think anything that's supposed to scare you, like Resident Evil, that's where VR really comes in handy. If you're a thrill seeker, if you want to be like, oh crap, and like jumping and, like having reactions, VR is actually the way to go in that aspect. As far as VR versus console, the only thing you're really missing out on kind of peek your head, as opposed to when you're playing the console version without VR, you have to literally just kind of turn the corner and hope that no one's there. So that's kind of cool. There are small little things that when you have VR, but the experience I think is more for survival horror type games.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil is like that type of game. And I did go back to kind of the old school
Oh, I think we lost him again, guys. I think we lost him. I think we lost him. Pretty much she's just talking about how like, VR, it's a fun accessory. Um, Again, I don't think, it's gonna be like a massive game changer. Apparently his internet sucks right now, guys. As you can tell, he's like sounding like he's like been hit in the head a few times. No offense, my brother, but yeah, I mean, I could see it just being for fun and stuff. But other than that, I'm hyped for tonight, guys. I'm hyped for the Pooch Pack tonight on Xbox. I'm trying, if we can get enough hype, I want to have a free for all tournament. A free for all tournament. So, if you are down for that and you think that's going to be hype, I need you guys to go and retweet my Twitter as many times.
as
So,
many times.
as many times because I was kind of sad that we didn't have a 2v2 tournament last night in Pooch's stream. It wasn't Pooch's fault. We just didn't have enough. We just didn't have enough participants. So I feel that we should do a free for all tournament tonight in Pooch's stream. Um, but I want to get enough hype before I bring it to Pooch because if there's no hype, then there's no reason. Um, you know what I mean? So that means
No
we,
hype, no reason.
yeah, no hype. If it ain't hype, it ain't right. And I know that somebody else's. I know that someone else uses it, but it was appropriate for the situation. You can send me the
Yep.
copyright bill to my address. Um. Oh, speaking of addresses and stuff, I forgot. The Pooch Pack is doing a Secret Santa for Christmas, and I've already sent my gift to my Secret Santa. So hopefully they enjoy their gift. But no, I made a mistake, OG. Guess what I did?
What'd you do?
I forgot to put a note.
Uh oh.
So they don't know. They don't know. I think I'm gonna have to like. I think I'm gonna have to tell them who I am. I think I'm gonna have to.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so. Cause the gift is actually gonna show up early, and
Mm-hmm.
then cause I think we're all opening up our gifts on the 18th together.
Okay.
We're doing like a big stream, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna have to freaking. I think I'm gonna have to tell them so they don't return it. Cause I think I ordered it like in their address, so they're gonna say what? I didn't order this, and so I'm gonna have to tell them, yeah, you did. It was me. All right,
Nice.
Fire Team, take it easy. I'm glad you came in and hung out for a little bit. Sorry for the technical difficulties on both parts. It's been fun still. Just to having three people listen and four people listen or one person listen, or
Mm-hmm.
it's all fun. It's all fun in game. It's all fun. But like I said, I want to have a free for all tournament tonight and put your stream for all you people that are on Xbox, handicap gaming. You need to get in on this, buddy. You are on Xbox. There's no reason why you should come play with Pooch and I and all of us. So let's do it. Um, let's have fun. Um, Also in Pooch's, he's doing a Christmas giveaway. I think I don't remember what day it was on, but he's doing a Christmas giveaway. He's gonna be doing giving away a scuff controller, a computer monitor, and I think something else. I don't remember, but yeah, it's going down in Christmas. Um, have you ever seen a scuff controller, Dwight?
No, I have not.
Okay, basically, what a scuff controller is okay. Look at your PlayStation controller, right? You have the R's and stuff like that. And you know
Yep,
how
I'm looking
like
right at it.
okay, you know how like when you jump, right? Most of the time when you jump and shoot, it's really hard to do because you got to take your fingers off of your stick, right? To jump, right? Like say if X is your jump, right? and
Yeah.
you got to take your one finger off the stick to jump. Basically, what a scuff controller is it has buttons in the back that you can program. So basically, you can make that your jump button, so you can you can jump and shoot at the same time or whatever. You can program it to be whatever. So it basically puts four buttons in the back that are programmable, and you can do
Okay.
other kinds of stuff. And you do them for PlayStation, and you can get them for PlayStation, or you can get them for um what you call it, Xbox. But they cost an arm and a leg. But what Poochie's gonna do is that if you win in his stream, he's gonna give you a 200, like you said, $250 gift certificate to the winner.
That's cool.
Right. So you get to go and you get to go to Scuff and you get to customize the controller any way you want to. And
Nice.
yeah, you get a $250 gift certificate. So that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I hope I win something. Hope I win something, even if it's some G Fuel. I'm happy if I win some G Fuel. Um,
There you go.
yeah. Do you know what G Fuel is?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
I've never experienced it, but basically what it is it's just like how like energy drinks and stuff, like Monster energy
Yeah.
drinks, it's pretty much like that, just without the combination, and it's like a mixture of stuff, and they have like different types, and and they have their own flavors. A lot of the gamers like Nade Shot and a few other ones like Phase Rain and a few other ones like they have their own flavors, and like if you get big enough, you get sponsored by G Fuel, and
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. Maybe one day you'll have the handy flavor of G Fuel. That'd be
Uh
awesome.
oh.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. There's actually a little snack mix called Gamer Grub. You ever heard of that?
No, I've never heard of Gamer Grub.
Yeah, back in the day when I used to play Magic the Gathering competitively, there's a local store I used to play at, and they used to sell it. And basically, what it is, it's like a salty and sweet snack mix, more or less, like trail mix kind of a thing. But like the flavors are just like so good that you would literally believe that it's unhealthy for you, and it is. Uh, but it just tastes so good. I mean, basically, like I said, it's a salty sugar rush kind of combination, and it's literally called Gamer Grub, and they have different flavors. They have like a spicy flavor, a more sweet flavor. They have like different combinations, a barbecue, like kind of whatever you're into. But they're like trail mix kind of a thing.
Nice.
It's really cool.
That's funny because I always eat trail mix while I'm eating or while I'm gaming most of the
Oh
time.
yeah.
That's
Well,
funny.
if I ever open up, my gaming shop one day in the future, I mean, I'll definitely probably get some Gamer Grub and some G Fuel. Why not?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. To answer your question, boobies, no, I do not have an elite controller. I wish I did. Because if I had an elite controller, I wouldn't want a scuff controller because Xbox Elite controller are a lot better than scuff controllers in my opinion. And you're gonna say why? And this is a good topic to bring up. For one, the whole controller is made out of metal, pretty much. Am I correct, boobs? I'm almost correct. And then and say like if I don't want the paddles, OG, I can literally remove them. Okay, like they're magnetic, like strong magnets,
Oh,
and
nice.
I can
Okay.
literally remove them. And then I can change the sticks out. Say for instance, like they have all these different types of sticks, right? To where like you know how like the PlayStation sticks are different from the Xbox sticks. Like the PlayStation
Right.
sticks are domed, right? And okay, well
Yeah.
the Xbox sticks are dented in more or less. And
Yeah.
and well, you could say, okay, well I want more like PlayStation sticks. Well, they're also magnetic, so you just pull them off, and then you put the PlayStation sticks that come with the Xbox Elite controller, and you just put them in, and then it's like you have PlayStation sticks. I mean, they're
Oh,
in the
that's cool.
they're in the same position as the Xbox still,
Right.
and but they they
They're fully customizable, it seems.
right, and then like the triggers, you know how like normally you have to push the triggers all the way in, right, to get
Hmm.
a response, and that's a little
Right.
hard for shooters because if you're shooting like a one burst weapon or a burst weapon, then it's a less response time. Well, they have buttons where you turn on the hair triggers, and it'll shorten the stop so you can shoot faster. You know what I mean? Like with burst
Yeah.
fires. And like you can fully customize the buttons, like the pressure sensitivity and everything, like how you want it. And then the Xbox
Hmm.
certified, and it's not considered cheating, so it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and and it's totally better quality. Like I said, yes, boobs, you're totally right. And I've done a lot of research on expert elite controllers. When I first because I splurged. My wife was gonna get me one. She was gonna get me an Xbox Elite controller, but when they first came out, they were all sold out. So my wife bought me the Astro headset instead. So hey, what can you do, man? It is
That's
what it
true.
is. It is what it is. But yeah, I would like one. Unfortunately, X or PlayStation does not have well, they don't have controllers like that to the extent of the Elite controller. They don't have a PlayStation Elite controller, although they should. PlayStation should be making some like that, because in my opinion, they are better than Scuffs. Scuffs break a real like honestly, Scuffs break real easy if you're not careful. But I'm kind of careful when it comes to my controllers unless I let Tim come over and play with my controllers. Then that's always when my controllers break, dude. Every time Tim like he'll sit there and deny it, and he's gonna deny it probably when he listens to this episode. But Tim has broken four of my controllers, dude. Straight up.
Hmm.
Always the B button gets stuck, or always the right stick gets stuck because
Hmm.
he rages when he games, and like so when he rages, like he gets mad and he just pushes in and he gets pissed off, and yeah, and he
And you
does
know
it.
what? A lot of people do that too. Because I don't know if you remember back in the days when y'all used to game at my place when we had the whole N64 groups come together. There would be some guys that would break my stuff too.
Yeah,
Although some of them did replace them, which was good. But that happens. You get kind of into the game, and especially if you're competitive and you're losing, you get ticked off and you just do stuff not meaning to, but that's just how people react, and all of a sudden your controllers break. Which is why I had a lot of controllers in my day.
yeah, no, definitely. And boobs, you wouldn't believe this, but I promise you, you would say, Handy, you're not that kind of guy. Boobs, I used to rage. I got mad one time so bad playing Madden, I straight up punched a dude in the face. OG was there. OG,
Yeah, yeah,
remember that dude? I straight up like
yeah.
I got mad and just straight up turned around and just clocked him and punched him right in the face. Oh, it was
And it
bad.
was hard not to laugh, but
It was
it's one of those
wrong.
things.
It was wrong. It
It
was
was
messed.
wrong,
It
but
was messed up. He cheated, but I straight
mhm.
up turned around and punched him in the face. Um, and but yeah, I mean, I understand it happens. But the thing that irritated me about the whole situation with Tim breaking my controllers is that he would sit there and say, "I didn't do that, bro," and then so I would just go and just buy me a new controller.
Mm. Not owning up to your mistakes.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
She said, "Oh my Jesus, I can't, I can't picture you." Yeah, you. I've changed a lot, boobs. Like the people that know me now, you wouldn't believe the stuff that I used to know back then. OG
Oh yeah,
was,
I know the real him when he was younger. There is a huge change from back in the grade school days to now. We've all really changed to some degree. I mean, when you grow up, and especially when you have responsibilities, especially like for his sake, he has a kid. You know what I mean? So he can't be like the raging gamer he was when he was younger. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He has to kind of be an example now. So he's kind of tamed and calm nowadays. And that's how a lot of us are. And I say a lot of us, not all of us, but
yeah.
some of our friends have done some dramatic things too. But we won't get into all
I
that.
was just saying, yeah. A lot of my friends have done some dramatic changes, but I've kind of discussed that already with some of them. They know. I think I discussed it on air once, actually.
You may
During
have.
in a stream actually, while I was playing Call of
Mm,
Duty, because somebody brought it up about that situation, and I said,
yeah.
hey, you never know, it may happen. It happened to one of my friends, so
Yep.
it can happen. It's the millennium. It's past the millennium, y'all. You just gotta learn to love people from where they're at. And
You
let's
don't necessarily have
see.
to agree with it, but you have to at least, care enough to be there for them if they're really your friend.
Who is your friend? I'd like to follow him on Twitch. Unfortunately, Boobies, he doesn't. He is a diehard gamer, but I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, he doesn't have a Twitch. He doesn't have a Twitter. All he has is YouTube. I'm trying to get him to get on Twitch, and I'm trying to get him to get on Twitter. He at least needs to get on Twitch so he can at least come and chill and hang out in my stream. At least so you can possibly win that $10, my friend. That's Chinese food, man.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yes, create it now. Yeah, but the only thing he does is YouTube, and he does like he does Hearthstone and stuff. He used to play first person shooters. We would actually host our own tournaments in our house, or not in our house, in his house. It was practically our house. Before the Phase, before the Phase Clan had their own house, before Optic had their house, we had the OG house, okay? And every day we would practically go to this man's house, the man that I'm talking to right now, and we would go and
Hmm.
we would play games from 7 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the daily. It didn't matter what day it was. As long as we were out of school, we were playing games. And some of us would skip school to go to his house to play games.
Oh yeah, there's a story of a friend of ours, I should say, who apparently his mom caught him skipping school and actually came to my house.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So we're just chilling, playing N64 games or whatever, and all of a sudden someone knocks on the door. And so I go to answer it because, I mean, I let people in. I didn't care. I open the door and there's one of our friends' mom, and I'm like, "Oh, hey!" She's like, "Hey, is he here?" And all of a sudden, she hears him in the background. She's like, "Busted!" And like, yeah, he got in trouble, and it was just funny. Like his mom literally came and just like took him away and like yell at him and all kinds of stuff for skipping school to play video games with us. It was hilarious.
Definitely, yeah, yeah. But and these are not little tournaments. Like we would literally play tournaments for money. His name on YouTube is OG Crunkster. Go ahead and spell that out, cause I know I'm gonna screw it up. Go ahead and spell it out.
Yes, it's OGKRUNKSTA.
Yes.
Basically, Crunk with a K instead of a C because because I like to be different, and I just add the stud to it because it's just cool. It
Yeah.
sounds nice. So
Yeah.
OG Crunkster. So just look up me on YouTube, and you'll see the kind of games I'm doing. Like I said, it's mostly Hearthstone, which is like the trading card game that I play, and I do a few MMO mobile games, Seven Nights and Heroes Charge. I do nowadays. I just do updates as far as if there's new content because there's not a whole lot of things to add, and I don't want to make a bunch of boring videos. So I wait until there's a new update or something or new content, and then I talk about it to educate people more or less. And then if they do a screw up, they get to see my screw ups
Yeah.
live or whatever. It's kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I mean that's where we want to find me. But I do in the future when I get a PS4, plan on potentially.
Which is in March.
Um, I will be getting my PS4 sometime in March because I'm going to be getting it through my employee purchase program at work. I'm going to be getting that, No Man's Sky, and Final Fantasy 15, and then I might get other games later on. Now, I'm not going to start off streaming because I actually kind of want to enjoy Final Fantasy 15 by myself first, and then once I've done my play my solo playthrough, then I might do a little like stream. I might get a Twitch and all that and start doing it live or something. And we'll see what happens from there.
Oh
But
yeah.
until then, I'm going to be doing just YouTube.
Definitely. It was yeah. I'm trying to get him to get on Twitter. I'm really am trying to get him to get on Twitter.
I'm just
Um,
not into it. I don't know. I just don't care.
I
I don't know
okay,
what it is. I'm just
okay.
weird.
So in the beginning, I wasn't in it either. I was like, what is Twitter for? But then once I got into like gaming, and then like I realized like it's where the gaming mecca lives. Like,
Hmm.
you know, remember that picture I showed you about me getting on the front page, or not the front page,
Oh
but
yeah.
okay, okay. So the person, okay, so one half of that, of the B&D JLC gaming is who's asking you if you have a Twitter and all this stuff right now. She's actually in the room. She is actually Boobies. This is Boobies. But
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
she's a she's an awesome gamer, awesome supporter. She's awesome. She
Good.
rocks. Um, but shouts out to her and Crew Dog. They're awesome. They're amazing. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like Twitter's the way to go. Like if you're trying to, get your name out there, especially on YouTube. Um, ironically enough, Twitter's the way to go. I mean, the way I see it is like it wouldn't hurt you not to make it. It's not gonna hurt you not to make it. It's not gonna do anything, and it's like why not kind of deal, you know. If
Yeah.
I mean, if it gets you exposure, it gets you exposure. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I promise you, it will. I promise you, it will.
Well, I'll put
Um,
it to you this way: if I do it, it'll be more just for curiosity to see what it's like. Because I mean, I'm not like desperate to find people. You know, like if they find me, that's cool. You know what I mean? Because I want to cater to people who like what I do. But I one day I might do a Twitch just for the not Twitch, but a Twitter just for the fun of it. I'll do an OG thing, tag,
yeah,
and let
I'm.
you know when it happens, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never really been into it. My girlfriend's into it because back when we used to watch wrestling. Apparently, JBO used to tick her off all the time, so she'd always tweet
Oh.
about the stupid stuff that he would be saying while we're watching Monday Night Raw. It was actually kind of funny,
Oh
but
wow.
yeah, I mean, maybe one day in the future, I'll get a Twitter and
Especially,
we'll see
especially,
what happens.
especially if we're going to PAX, my friend. Especially if we're going to PAX. Because they're gonna
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
a hundred and boobies. You have a good time at court. You kick some butt. You kick some ass. You tell them Handy sent you. No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
Mm.
she's an attorney actually. She's an awesome
Oh, that's
attorney.
cool.
Yeah, she's an attorney by day and hardcore gamer by night. So it's pretty
And there's
awesome.
nothing wrong with that.
Heck no, it's freaking awesome. Um,
On a side note, my client is I pretty much work for the Attorney General for the state of Texas, so
That's
that's kind of
freaking.
cool.
That is kind of cool. I just realized that you do kind of work for the attorney general. That's ironic.
I mean, it's a different thing, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's still the same. I mean, it's different, but it's still the attorney general.
yeah,
They handle that stuff. But cause not 100 times out of 10, OG, they're gonna ask you, well, what's your Twitter? I'll follow you on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. DM me on Twitter. Yeah, that's that's gonna be 90% of what they're gonna ask you. Um, is what's your Twitter? Follow me on Twitter. Uh, you know what I mean?
right,
Cause that's where it lives. They don't like. Unfortunately, like Facebook is dead when it comes to gaming. As far as like not to us because that's where our friends live, but as far as like major people, as far as like major like gaming and major gamers, Facebook is dead. But it's not dead to us because all our friends live there. You know what I mean? And
right.
all our friends
I
know
mean,
each
we're more just kind of promoting to our friends and more than anything else. I mean, it's
right.
not nothing. We're not really using Facebook as a way to put our names out there. We just happen to have a Facebook, because
Yeah.
everybody has one.
Yeah.
Kind of, well, almost everyone. There's a
Yeah.
select few people who don't, but
Yeah, I know
that's a different
I know
story.
two people in my life that don't have a Facebook and one of them's
Yeah, I
Pooch.
know two people as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even really even been on Facebook lately. I've been more on Twitter just because the Pooch Pack Twitter group is popping. Like we're always talking and communicating and having good old times and stuff. So it's pretty awesome.
Okay,
Um Oh, I do have something to mention, I guess. That was kind of
you guess.
I didn't get to mention it last week just because our week was short, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but I'm just gonna mainly discuss this with OG. OG kind of already knows the situation, but you knew the group that I used to be with, right? Don't say their name
Hmm.
because we're streaming. But one of the members, and I've already talked with the main member, so everything was cool. But one of the members come to me and was like, "You need to change your logo." And I was like, "Why do I need to change my logo?" And they were like,
Why?
"And because like the head guy made it." And I was like, "But me and him talked about it. It's all good. We're good. Like me and the head guy, we're good. Like that dude's a good dude." And
Yeah,
you know, it's just the one person that I have issues with, and like that was the one I was like, bro, like you're just messaging me to start trouble still, and I'm like, I've left. There's no reason to have any trouble. And I'm like, bro, I'm not changing my logo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
I'm only changing my logo if homeboy comes to me and says, bro, you need to come change your logo. I don't appreciate you rocking the logo. Then out of respect, I'll do that because I mean I didn't pay for the logo. He did it out of the kindness
Right.
of his heart. But if me and him are cool about it, then like I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-mm.
and I still show them love, and I still host most of their channels on Twitch. So I just don't.
Okay.
I still don't see the concept. I
Like
just
you still participate on the background. Like you're
right.
not just shutting them and saying, we're done. Like
I'm
forget
not
it. Like
saying
you're actually trying.
I'm not saying F you, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, look,
Yeah.
I moved on to bigger and better things because I got tired of the
But we're
negativity.
still cool.
But I got tired of some negativity with certain people. But I'm still cool. I'm still gonna represent. I'm still gonna like help you guys out if I see that you guys need help. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying, because there are majority good people in that group. It's just that one person that me and him clash heads a lot, and I'm not, you know me, bro. I don't do good in those atmospheres.
No.
I'm not myself, and I tend to do stuff, say stuff that's just not me, and I needed to get away from it. So
Okay.
and yeah, I just thought it was funny. Like it just randomly, like it was like at 2 o'clock in the morning. You need to change your logo, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not changing my logo. And if I
So no, no, thank you. But I appreciate the thought.
oh, I can honestly say that it didn't go as nicely as that, but you know, I should have been that way, but I didn't. But it's because it
I
was that
know.
one person. But yeah, man. Other than that, I mean, as far as gaming, I think I'm 100, except for this other funny story about FIFA. Someone was actually complaining about colored shoelaces.
Colored shoelaces.
Colored shoelaces and had them removed. Uh,
Wow.
You talking about me? Let's go. We're fighting. No, Scopo. I'm not talking about you. I love everybody in the Pooch Pack. I don't have no problem with nobody in the Pooch Pack. And trust me, you can ask OG right here. If I had a problem with somebody, I'm gonna bring it to
Oh,
you.
he'd let you know.
I'll let you know.
he,
That's one
he'd
thing.
let you know if he had a problem. Hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing that has not changed. I may not be a rager anymore, but that's one thing that will not change. Like I don't care if I have a problem with something. I'm not afraid to say something.
And
Actually,
he'll let you know directly before he starts selling the world.
yeah,
So he'll at least give you fair warning. It's like, dude, I don't appreciate you doing this.
yeah,
And then afterwards he might tell somebody else afterward. But at least you know before anybody else.
yeah.
Like
No.
that's how we are. Like we're not the kind of people that are just like passive aggressive. Like if I have a problem with you, you're gonna know it.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
definitely,
mean?
definitely, and definitely, and then if it's funny or if it's crazy, then I might tell the world on the podcast, and that's why I told the podcast just now because I just thought that was crazy, and I didn't get to mention it last week, but it's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely.
But yeah, like some company was okay because FIFA is football, soccer.
Well, it's soccer, but yeah, in culture, in most cultures, it's football.
It's
But go on.
football, but they were trying to make a law against colored shoelaces, and that went along right with the law of them with the hackers getting prison time. Now, what I want, okay, now I remember my argument about why I was getting mad about the hackers. So you're getting in trouble for hacking a game, writing script for a game, but yet you don't get in trouble for DDS attacks. That bothers me.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And by the way, welcome to
So
the scrap
it's a
scope.
case by case basis, I guess.
Well, no, because they don't consider DDS tax illegal, like nowhere.
Hmm.
And I understand that it's technically not illegal because they're not getting information, but the fact that it's annoying, like, cause it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Christmas. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
Christmas, Xbox is gonna be down. Guarantee you, Christmas, PlayStation's gonna be down. DDS tax are coming. The Phantom Group already announced it on Twitter that they're gonna be shutting down PlayStation. So on Christmas. So and that's the thing. If Lizard Squad moves out the way, then another group comes in. If Phantom moves out the way, another group's gonna come in. And why? Because it's just not illegal. I mean, it's not fully illegal, and I think something needs to be done about that.
Hmm.
They
Well, I
okay,
mean,
they
what can you do? How
they
about that?
they aren't legal, but they can't be stopped. I mean, they can't go to jail for it, really. I mean, in some cases they're not legal, but there's not enough. It's not. It's like a misdemeanor. It's like me going and just freaking peeing in the corner somewhere. You know, like okay, I peed in the corner somewhere. I got a ticket. Whoop de freaking do. They ain't gonna really do nothing to me. You know.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. There's really nothing you can do about it that's going to really convince them to stop. If it happens, it happens, and they just have to deal with it when they have to be prepared for it, more or less. And that's what. And I don't think that like everything's going to go down or anything. I mean, you might have some issues throughout the day, but I don't think everything's going to get shut down. I mean,
No, trust me.
it's a thing that it's been done before. There are ways to counteract it or make it not last as long. I mean, you're going to have issues, but it's not going to be that big a deal. I don't think. I might be wrong, but I don't think so.
So far, every year it's been pretty shitty. I'm just saying. Well, yeah, definitely Xbox. Well, you know you don't want to do that because you will have to register as well as a sex offender if you get caught peeing in public. That's very true, but
Yeah, you don't want to be registered as a sex offender. That messes up your life. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah, I'm
Like
not.
people who go to prison because of sexual problems, like a lot of those people get killed because even murderers don't like pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, or anyone that does that kind of stuff. So yeah, like you're pretty much like exiled from the community and from like jails as well.
And
Like you're just not
life,
going nowhere.
and life,
Yeah,
and
like those kind
life.
of people, like they need like some major counseling and to be isolated from society. So I mean, but anyway,
I think.
that's a different topic.
Well, yeah, yeah, and to just to touch the topic a little bit, I think those people need more psychological help than they do need prison. Not saying that they shouldn't go to prison, but I think that they need more psychological help than just sticking them in a cage. A lot, sticking people in a cage doesn't really give a lot of help. You gotta treat the cause when it's
Well, the idea that they're doing is not necessarily to help them, but to punish them. But it's not going to really do anything because if you ever release them, then they're just going to do it again. So I mean, yeah, you might want to take them to a psychologist to have them study them and figure out, how we can turn this around, kind of a thing. That would be the smarter thing to do.
yeah.
But yeah.
What up, Scopo? What up, Mosquito? What up, Rec? No, we were talking about. We were talking about. She's all, what the heck did I come into? We were talking. We were talking. We were
We were
talking.
coughing apparently,
Yeah, we were coughing, choking on stream.
having a stroke.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not. So their parents that. Yeah, I know. It's it's a crazy subject. It's a touchy subject. But basically, what it came down to is that um, we were talking about DDS attacks and how DDS attacks are legal but not somewhat illegal, and how you get in trouble but not really unless you do something really crazy. And I just feel like that if you can get in trouble in this other third world country for writing scripts for hacks on PC as far as for Overwatch and stuff like that. Because basically what they're doing is on Overwatch in this country, right? You have to use a VPN, right? You have to register your phone to play the game. I don't know, it's weird, right? But what they're doing is that they're using that, and then they're getting into the American servers, and then when they get to the American servers they don't um they don't have you register anything, so you can just basically keep creating new names after new names after new names. So basically, what they're doing is they're trying to do that to stop that, and so basically in this third world country you'll get a $40,000 fine and 5 years in prison. So all I'm saying is, if you get in trouble for doing that, why can't we give prison sentences for DDS attacks or fines for DDS attacks? Like big fines. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
know.
I don't know if I send him to prison, but sure, give him a fine. Yeah.
Yeah, don't send them to prison for a DDS attack, but at least give them like a freaking $20,000 fine. Something that's gonna be like, damn, I gotta pay $20,000.
I mean, even that might be stretchy. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue this year. Like I said, Christmas you might see some major lag issues. I mean, things might crash for a few minutes, but you're going to be able to game like normal, whether it's online or not. I mean, I'm not foreseeing any major problems, and if I'm wrong, oh well. But I just don't think it's
If
going to be a big
if
deal.
you're wrong, then go tweet at his Twitter that hasn't been created yet, but it's gonna be
There you
created.
go.
And
Yeah, he's still pushing me to get a Twitter, and maybe
he
one day I'll do it just for shits and giggles. We'll see what happens.
he needs to do it before the 28th, guys, or the 27th. Speaking of which, have you bought your ticket yet?
Oh, I need to do that, and I forgot. I'm gonna do it this Friday because I do get paid. So I'm gonna do it either Friday or Saturday.
Actually, it was
Uh,
funny. Go ahead. You were gonna do it this
no, go ahead.
Friday.
You're good.
I was gonna say, actually, while we were doing this episode live on stream, the third party member was calling me, probably trying to ask me how to buy his ticket. Um,
Ah,
I sent him the link, and I pretty much sent him through all the loops. Like pretty much all he had to do was go to buy ticket. You know what I mean? I sent him through all the
yeah, it's
other.
easy.
Yeah,
It's really simple.
yeah. So I don't know. I didn't answer the phone because I was on stream. I should have put the phone on
Of
stream.
course,
That'd have been hilarious. But
embarrass your friend.
well, Xbox crashes all the time. So there's yeah, no, you're right. Xbox does crash. Xbox does crash a lot. Um, I, here we go. We're gonna go against the Xbox war and the PS war. So I'm gonna settle this real quick. Okay? It's mainly preference. The reason why the Xbox servers are better on Call of Duty than they are not on Xbox because of the situations with Call of Duty has priority. That's just how it is. The only I'm not getting PS4. I don't. I want to get a PS4 to play with you guys. When I'm getting a PS4, I'm not submitting saying Xbox is better or I mean PS4 is better than Xbox. They're pretty much the same system. Just some things you could do on Xbox, some things you can't do on PS4. But it's not like big game changers. Well, except for the game share. The game share is pretty awesome on PS4. I gotta say. I don't know if you know what game share is, Dwight. You know what game
Yeah,
share is?
I'm aware of that. Yeah,
Yeah. But other than that, like the reason why PS is better on or Call of Duty is better on PS is because of the priority that they have. People can sit there and say it's the same servers, whatever. But it's just like this. It's just like when you're partnered on Twitch, you're able to stream on 1080p, and when you're not on partnered on Twitch, you can't stream on 1080p. They give you more bandwidth. It's the same thing. It's the same servers, but they give PlayStation more um more more memory, more RAM, more space, whatever you do with a server. And that's just how it is. I feel, my opinion, not fact, not fact, my opinion, my opinion. I'm gonna stress that right now, my opinion. Um, so, but hold on, let me read this chat. Ha ha ha.
no, I've never really been into Microsoft systems myself, so it's really hard for me to really come up with any kind of argument there. But like you said, it's really just a matter of preference, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, some people are just used to Microsoft products and they can appreciate what they do better. Um, I'm more of a Sony guy these days, so I'm always going to tell you that yeah, Sony all day long. But that's only because that's just what I'm more into, not because I'm not going to give you specs to tell you, well, this has 3.5 gigahertz of this. No, I don't even care. Let's just be honest. Who really cares?
Yeah,
Nobody. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of
You
preference. You know what
really
I mean?
those little numbers and difference. You don't notice them when you're gaming because you're too focused on the game to even realize this.
You're just having fun gaming. Like you're not really caring about the difference. I
It,
mean, that's just what it boils down to. It
if
literally just doesn't matter.
if you could tell, if you could really tell the difference, I guarantee you, half the time when you're on stream, you wouldn't have to sit there and tell everybody when they ask you, "Is this PS4 or Xbox?" If they knew you were, if there was a big enough difference between the Xbox and the PS4, every time you're watching a stream or every time someone comes into your stream, they wouldn't have to ask you, "Is this PS4 or Xbox?" PS4. Everybody asks you every time, "What are you playing? Are you on PS4 or are you on Xbox?" Because in graphic wise, there's not that big of much of a difference. There is a little difference number wise, paper wise, but when it comes down to it, to the nitty gritty, there's not a big difference. And I don't know if Call of Duty's coming back to Xbox next year. So I don't know about that, my friend Mosquito. It would be nice, but I doubt that's gonna happen, my friend. Unless you could show me an article. I'm not saying you're lying, but I want to see some proof of that, my friend, because if that's the case, I will talk about it in not next week's show, but the week of after Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're probably not going to do a video next Wednesday. We're probably just going to do our family things and all that. So,
Yeah.
and I hope that you guys can do the same thing. If you got family or friends that you're close to, things like that, chill with them or whatever. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to give you guys a question of the day.
Oh yeah, question of the
Basically,
day.
I'm always going to basically hit you up with some, older game type trivia. And first to get it, we'll get a random prize from Handy Kill, probably some points or something. Who knows? But here's your question. And like I said, I don't make these questions super difficult. So like last week was a Mario question. Since we did talk about Final Fantasy near the beginning of this cast, I'm going to ask a Final Fantasy related question.
Uh
So,
oh.
and like I said, it's nothing crazy. But basically, um, the question is, what is Squall's ultimate weapon? What's the name of it?
Ooh, I don't know the
Now, don't
name.
you can't say it. I'll give you a clue though, but you can't say it. The clue for you personally is there's the name of the store that I used to work at when I was running the comic store.
Oh, I
Don't say
know
it
that.
though.
I know that. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's actually the name of the ultimate weapon, which I thought was really cool when I found out.
That's why
But
you work
yeah,
there, huh?
huh?
I said that's why you work there. You don't
Well,
know.
that's not really why I worked there, but it happened to work out. But yeah, what's the name of Squall's ultimate weapon?
I can tell
I
you.
guess that might be a difficult question for some if you haven't
Eh,
really played the game.
no, it's funny. Are you actually watching it right now? Are you watching the stream right now, Dwight?
I'm actually not at the moment.
Oh, okay. Because it was funny because the person said right when you said that, I don't know Final Fantasy. But here's a hint. You can Google it. I'm just saying.
You could do that too.
You could easily
Um,
Google it. You could ask Siri. Siri knows. Actually, she probably doesn't know. But no, let's see if somebody can answer this question. Just know it's not called sword. It's not that simple. Um, I'll give a hint. Um, no, actually, no, that's not a good hint. Never mind. I was gonna say,
there really isn't a good hint, to be perfectly honest.
I was gonna say it's in a Katy Perry song, but it's kind of instead of heart of a
No, not
no,
really.
not really. Yeah, it was bad. It was
No,
bad.
that's a terrible example. Like that. No, that never happened, guys. That never happened.
Well,
Uh,
not Final Fantasy, but the actual name of the weapon. It was I thought was in a Katy Perry song. Uh,
no, I no. I mean,
no,
not that I listen to Katy Perry, but I'm
no,
sure it's
it's
not.
actually not a sword. It's actually. Can I give it what it is? Can I give what kind of weapon it is?
No, it's a sword.
It's a sword.
It's just not the.
I,
Yeah,
I thought
his ultimate weapon is a
I
sword.
thought it was a gun.
I mean, he has a gun blade,
Okay,
but
okay,
that's not the name of the ultimate weapon
okay,
that
yeah,
he has.
but but I was right. It was a gun, kind of, sorta.
Yeah, it's a gun blade. You basically slash and you pull the trigger as you slash. So not only are you cutting them, but you're blasting them at the same time.
One of the best weapons in
Was the
one of the
idea.
best weapons in Final Fantasy. I must say. But my ultimate favorite is Cloud's weapon. Just saying. Um. No, it's not. She. Who is it
What
again?
do you say?
Skull. It's Squall. Squall.
Squall. Sorry, guys. If you're
Hey,
trying to Google it,
I
it's
will give.
Squall. Squall.
I will give 100,000 bombs if somebody can get this right.
Well, the first person to get it right.
First person to get it right.
I'm thinking about that store I used to have, and I miss those days. If you ever get to manage a comic store or like a hobby store where you can, host card game tournaments and stuff, it's the funnest thing in the world. It's not a big money maker, but it's definitely fun. Like if you can afford to do it, I mean, definitely,
The
work at a hobby
the
store. You get to meet
character.
all kinds of cool people.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun to go there and hang out. I never worked there. Squall. Squall. Yeah, the character's
Yeah,
name is
that's the
Squall.
name of the guy.
Yep, it's the
Yeah, the
character's
character's
name.
name is Squall. He's from Final Fantasy VIII. If it makes it a little easier. Um,
Nope. Oh, yep, she got it. She got it. Good job. Good job, Rec. Rec just got 100,000 bombs. Good job.
do you say it?
Yeah, she said Lionheart. Good job.
Okay, perfect. Very nice.
Good job.
Yep. And yeah, and just give it back on the store I used to work at was called Lionheart Collectibles. Basically, we sold comics, trading card games. So if you were into Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or other games that were out at the time, we sold those. We had sports memorabilia. It was a really fun store to work at, and it used to be in the mall. So we saw all kinds of people like in the mall chilling, and it was a party pretty much every day when I worked there. That was the only job that I looked forward to going to work. Like it was great. I mean, the only reason I left because the money wasn't good enough, but it's definitely a fun type of place to work.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but yeah, congrats getting the right answer though, for
Yeah,
sure.
congratulations, Rec. Appreciate it. Actually, her name is Reckless Angel. So shout out to
Okay.
Reckless Angel. She's a Texas native. She doesn't live in San Antonio, but she's a gamer
Oh,
also.
cool.
She actually
Nice.
she plays a lot of Destiny actually and Call of Duty. Um,
Oh yeah, we were just talking about Destiny.
yeah, we
Eh,
were talking about Destiny
a little bit,
a little
a
bit.
little bit, not a whole lot.
I didn't have a lot of positive things to say about Destiny. You know me, Rec. I'm not much of a Destiny fan, but he likes it, kind of.
What's kind of funny about it was, as we were talking about Destiny earlier, I had YouTube playing because I was watching some like Hearthstone videos, and the commercial for Destiny came on as we were talking about it, and I just laughed. I had to mute myself, but I had to laugh because of it. It was interesting.
It's not a bad game. Like I said,
No, it's a good game.
I just don't like the money transaction. Now that we got some people here, I'm here to remind you on the 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. You want to be here early, cause at the end of the stream, and you want to stay because I'm gonna do a $10 giveaway. $10 giveaway. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do to make it fair. We're going to do. This is exactly what we're gonna do. It's gonna be $1,000 a ticket. Because if if you're in my stream, you're a boss. There's hardly any poor people in my stream. So if you're poor, that's on you because you don't come to my streams. So because I give money out like it's crazy. But this is how we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna do it like this. It's gonna be $1,000 a ticket, but the catch is the maximum tickets are only 10 tickets. So only everybody can get 10 tickets. So that makes it fair. If everybody has 10 tickets, it makes it fair. So that means it's literally random. Literally random. It's going to be a $10 giveaway. And if you're going to say, Andy, why are you doing a $10 giveaway? Like I said before, I got these little grip things that suck, and I don't want to give these grips to you guys. Because, right, really honestly, if you guys want a good pair of grips, go to freaking what you call it um freaking controller freaks, man. Go to controller freaks. Those will actually
Yeah, he
improve.
was really disappointed in the product that he got when he got
Yeah,
those grips.
yeah,
He was saying earlier in the beginning of the podcast that he had a lot of problems
yeah,
and with the delivery and what he got, and he's not happy with the product. And if the product's not good, there's no reason for him to subject you to it, because if he sends it to you and then you end up not liking it too, then that ruins his credibility.
yeah,
So
yeah.
be glad he decided to spare you guys because he would have had and tested it out firsthand himself.
Yep, and I actually got ripped off $3. So, but it's all good. It's all good in the end because I don't do this for me. I do this for the love of gaming and the love of y'all and the love of the entertainment. So just be there on the 22nd. Like I said, it's gonna be normal stream time from 10 a.m. I encourage everybody to be there. Like I said, it's gonna be $1,000 a ticket, and the 10 tickets are the max. And we'll see who wins the $10. And OG Crunkster, I encourage you to be there yourself, my friend. That's Chinese food. That is Chinese.
There's Chinese food. I
That
do
is.
love my Chinese food. Absolutely.
Don't worry, you'll get enough. You'll get enough bombs when you get in. Cause like I said, I give bombs like crazy. How this is how I do my point system for y'all that don't know. For after every match or after every other match that I play, how many viewers I have. So let's say right now, right? Like there's 4 viewers watching me right now. So that means after that match, I would give out 400. I would give out 400 bombs. But if we get 10,000 people, then I mean 10,000 people. If we get 10 people, then I give out 1,000 bombs. If we get 11 people, then I give out 1,100 bombs. So it's to encourage the people to keep watching because the more people we have watching, the more bombs everybody gets. And I always give out bonus bombs for people that stick with me to the end of the stream. So if you're able to stick with me to the end of the stream, including this stream, I will give out bonus bombs. And it's not little bombs. It's going to be a lot of bombs. I always give out a lot of bombs. So yeah. So that's my point system. So I encourage you guys to come on the 22nd. I encourage you guys to stay on my streams all week because if you want to win the money, hey, you need the bombs. All right? And OG, do you have anything you would like to say before we head out? Oh, I think we lost OG again. I think we. Oh no,
Um,
no, we didn't. Go ahead.
no, I mean, there wasn't really anything I was going to add. I was just going to say something kind of silly. When you were telling me earlier that it sounded like I was talking in slow mo, I actually heard you in slow mo as well.
Oh wow.
So now I know exactly what you were talking about. But I think it wasn't necessarily anything wrong with the program. I think it was just the fact that we were because I had pulled up the YouTube uh, live feed as we were recording while I was using the other software, and that's when everything started to get slow a little bit. So I think that's why you heard me the way you heard me was because you're using multiple ways to track everything, and that's
Uh,
why everything sounds kind of slow.
okay. It might be me. I don't know. I just, it's never happened before, so I had no clue,
Well,
man. No clue.
Well, like I said, it was me too a second ago because, like I said, I loaded up, 2 different things to check everything out. But that's what it was. So if you guys hear us in slow mo every now and then, just laugh it up. It's cool. It is kind of sound funny if you guys could actually hear that. If not, then we actually have good quality and don't realize it.
Can I get some bombs on credit? I'll be traveling to work. Copa, you have
Nice.
bombs. You have good amount of bombs, my friend. But I'll see what I could do for you, Scopa. I'll at least make it where you can get some tickets, all right? Because it's only $1,000 a ticket. And let's see. In fact, I know this is different for you guys. I know you guys are used to gameplay, and you're like, "What the fuck is podcast? And what the fuck is this shit?" And I'm saying this because I say it like that because I know that's how you guys think. That's not necessarily how I talk, but I know that's how you guys think. So for ending the stream, and before I let Dwight takes us out, I'm gonna give us. We got 5 people watching right now, so I'm gonna give all of us 5,000 bombs. So there you go. You can now get 5 tickets now, Scopa. All right. So you'll be able to do 5 tickets plus whatever you have, which I'm sure you have enough to enter in at least get 10. I'm sure you're able to at least get at least 9 tickets. At least. One, two. And that's how we do that. And then there you go. On top of Rex 100,000 bombs. Rex a beast. Rex a beast right now. She's a baller. So yeah, other than that, we'll let OG take us out.
Well, thanks guys for listening, especially for those who were here when we first started. And sorry for my tardiness because apparently I'm always up late doing stuff. So I need to try to wake up earlier next time we do this, and so we can start fresh at 10 in the morning or 10:15 ish. I'll say that just to be safe. Remember, we're not going to do a podcast next Wednesday, so watch something else or chill, do whatever you're going to do. But the following week, we'll go ahead and continue with the OG Tubecast. Basically, we're going to go ahead and sign off now. So this is OG Crunkster, or Crunksta, excuse me. You can check me out on YouTube if you want to see my videos. And of course, Handy Kill Cam. Check him out whenever he do his live feeds. And I hope you guys take it easy. Have a good one.
Okay, before we end out, we had a question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The bombs are the bombs are the point system, CBO. Okay, and basically on the 22nd of this month, the day before I go to New Mexico, I'm gonna be doing a $10 giveaway. So you want to make sure that you try to be in my streams all week, even if it's popping in and out of work like you do. Just try to pop in so you get some bombs. The tickets are gonna be 1,000 bombs per ticket, and the maximum tickets are gonna be 10. So everybody's gonna be able to enter in at least buy 10 tickets to win the $10. I figure that's fair. That makes it fair for everybody because I got some people that got a lot of bombs in here, and I want to make it fair for everybody. Um, you know, we're also gonna have. I also have some other things in the work behind the scenes that I don't even want to announce yet, but things are looking up. Things are looking up. So just make sure to be here. Yeah, exclamation point bombs. Look at that. She got 200,000 bombs. No, she got yeah. No, no, she got dang. See, no, she's got like 2 million bombs. That's right. That's right. Yeah, she's winning. She's got 2 million bombs because she was with me through all the technical difficulties I was having. See, I award loyalty. I award people that stick around through the hard times. Cause the
And
hard
trust
time.
me, we have technical difficulties. Oh man, do we?
Oh yeah, they're 30 pretty much. 32 mil. You ain't got no 52 mil, brother. But anyway, I gotta sign off real quick because this man needs to get to work. I probably won't stream no Call of Duty today because I want to chill and rest before we game on Xbox tonight with the Pooch Pack Xbox night. So all y'all that got Xbox, all y'all that are part of the Pooch Pack or coming to Pooch's stream, I don't want to hear no excuses. I want to see y'all tonight playing Call of Duty, and let's get hyped tonight. I want to try and get a free for all tournament. That would be awesome. I haven't mentioned it to Pooch yet, but I kind of tweeted it out. So if we can get enough hype, that would be cool. I think a free for all tournament would be fun, and it'd be awesome. All right, this is Handy Kill Cam saying Handy out. Peace.
Later.
Okay, and 5, 4, 3.